Okay, there we go. And the reason this one's coming a bit late is because last night I had one prepared to upload, but it had an error attached to it. I have no idea why. I just could not get that darn thing to work. It was actually a replay from vilePsY, a 40-minute long game, ZVP on Metalopolis, and it was a really good game. I actually watched it, and it was live, so a live vilePsY replay, the first of its kind. Now, vilePsY's not as good as me, he does admit that, but he realizes that. He doesn't try to be something he's not, and it was a really fun game. He had a lot of types of units. He was the Zerg player, and I really want to show you guys it. So I'm going to ask him to try to recompress it, and I'll give you guys that game. But for now, I want to cast a game between vileEchoic, which all of you know. He was actually, okay, you all know he was on the Day 9 show. He was mentioned on GSL by Artosis between Hyperdub and MVP, I believe. Artosis mentioned that Hyperdub was doing Echoic's build, so that is just sick. That must have been awesome, man. He is so famous. And myself, vilePsY, on the left as the green Zerg. Of course, we practice against each other a lot. We kind of know each other's styles. We practice builds against each other. He actually knows the build I've been practicing, so he's going to kind of cheat a little bit and try to counter that build. But it's such a good build, it won't even matter. I'm still going to raffle stomp him. That's not true. We'll have to see. But it's a good game nonetheless. It's a longer one. You see some high-tech units and some fun back and forth. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. My Overlord has scouted his position, and I'm not afraid of any darn Marines. I'm going to run all the way to this cliff because that is the perfect spot for Overlords. Now, if your Overlord does get weak, be careful of Marines stacking themselves over here and then the Terran player lifting a building and finishing off your Overlord. You might want to send it back here a bit later on. Right here, you don't have to worry about it until he gets like 5 Marines or something like that. If he's even aware that he can lift off and try to snipe it. But he is producing a wall, which is either very tricky and he's going to super fastly rush me, or he's going to get an expansion. He's actually sending his first Marine out. I did go my 15 hatch into 15 or 16 pool, followed by a gas not too quick. You can see the gas finishes with about 50 seconds completed on that spawning pool if you guys wanted some kind of reference point. And man. Oh, he's going to try to kill my Overlord, but it's not going to happen. It takes 24 shots to kill an Overlord with a Marine. That gives me plenty of time to funnel out about 5 drones. Now, this isn't a waste of mining too much because I'm going to push the Marine away and boop, go into the transfer, man. That was nice transition into the transfer, so I really didn't lose any mining time at all because I was going to do the transfer anyway. Instead of going like this, I went like that. So I just made a prettier design is all. Much prettier. Echoic now getting a Reaper after that initial Marine and getting stim pack, so he might try for a fast stim timing attack. Bit unusual to see stim that early. He's getting his expansion as well and continuing to produce SCVs as you know you should. As any race, really. Zerg, be a bit more hesitant. Make sure you can produce drones without dying. And my queen is out. He does get 1 pot shot on that queen. She is not happy about that. She just lost 5 life from that. What a douche. 6 life, actually. Expansion's almost complete. Stim pack still on the way. And if we check out the production, I've only made 1 Ling this entire game. Now, why did I do that? Because of this Overlord. I saw the expansion. I saw the rough Marine count. I see there's only 3 Marines. Why do I need Zerglings? I don't need Zerglings. I'm not going to be able to maintain map control against a Reaper on these cliffs if I have Zerglings, unless I catch him at the tower, which, if I do, is really his mistake. It happens at times to all players, but, no reason to go crazy on the Marine or on the Lings. Evolution Chamber. Now, this is a build I've been testing out. I didn't really want to tell people, but I will anyway because good players will think it's bad, even though it's awesome. I get an Evolution Chamber as soon as my gas hits about 72. That will time it so you get 150 gas when it completes. You start the armor upgrade. You get your second Evolution Chamber at about 32 gas. That'll time it so it completes when you have 100 gas. You get your melee upgrade, and you go heavy Zerglings with super fast upgrades. I time my layer so the layer completes once my first armor upgrade is complete, so I can get +2 armor. And I need to fine tune it a lot. There's still a lot of holes in it, such as anti-air. But I do plan on getting mutas. I think this time around I actually skipped mutas. I don't remember. But you really need mutas. You need them for the map control. You need them for medevacs, banshees, stuff like that. But the well-upgraded Zerglings so early on are just amazing against Marine pushes. Think about it. Day 9 style. Think about it. A Marine kills a Zergling in 6 shots. 6 times 6. 36. With 1 armor, the Marine kills the Zergling in 8 shots. I say 8 because Zerg units instantly regenerate a hit point after being shot. So they'll have 36 hit points. 8 shots is 40. 7 shots is only 35. I do manage to surround that Reaper. So that's giving you a 25% effectiveness increase against Marines in the early game against Terran. And that just feels pretty damn good to me. That's why I like to get that early armor upgrade. We are seeing that armor almost complete. This layer will be timed almost perfectly with the armor, and hopefully we'll see that +2 Echoic in the meantime. He's got a tank out. He's got some Marines. He's got his stim. He's waiting for the combat shields. Might push out once he gets the combat shields. 62 out of 62. Only the best supply block himself. Actually, no, that was actually a perfectly timed supply depot. No supply block there. You see he did get a bit careless with this Reaper, and it was destroyed. I now have control of both towers, taking advantage of this map control to destroy the rocks. I know he's not coming at me. And if we check out the Harvesters, he's doing great. That fast expansion is really paying off for him, and we can see I am preparing to defend any attack that he has. Now, the only downside to having this many lings, see another hatchery there, is that you need more lings to defend if you're not going to go banelings, which is what I skip in this build. And so you're going to have a few less drones, but the lings will be more cost effective, but not more larva effective. If that makes sense to you guys, it actually makes sense to me. I'm still up 50 to 42, so not in any bad shape whatsoever. He's got a lot of Marines. No upgrades coming for vileEchoic. However, he is getting a 4th gas, and I'm going to be preparing my 3rd expansion here in just a moment, hopefully. And he's moving out. I am now 1-1, so I have 1-1 Zerglings against his 0-0 Marines. Now he has 24, 29 Marines against what? I don't even want to count that. 40-something Zerglings. Normally this would be completely one-sided. He has combat shields and stim. Not even the best surround on my part, but I'm killing so many damn Marines. Look at how many of them died. I'm making 24 more. This is how good 1-1 Zerglings are against Marines. Those numbers were not that lopsided, or were actually pretty lopsided in his favor, but the upgrades make such a huge difference. The smaller damage a unit has and the less life a unit has, the more they benefit from upgrades, generally speaking. That's why upgraded Marines are so good, upgraded Zerglings, upgraded Zealots. All those units are just so damn good, and of course if a unit has multiple attacks, they're going to benefit from an upgrade a lot more, and if they have fast attacks like a Zergling, like a Marine, etc. So that's just some fun knowledge for you guys. 4 tanks, more Marines, a couple Marines up here. Not sure what they're doing. Maybe they are just watching for overlords or something, or creep, or I don't know. But see, I'm just continuing with the Zerglings. I'm taking my 3rd base. I've got 3 queens here. I don't know why I have 3. One of them belongs down there. And I've got each queen injecting a different hatchery. Ling production is key in this build. One thing I need to fine tune is how to spend my gas. Of course I'm going to get upgrades, but I need to get a muta thing, I think. Surrounding these Marines, doing so much damage. Tanks take 3 shots on siege to kill a Zergling, and of course with my armor upgrade, 1 siege will not kill them. My Lings now have 2 armor against the 0 attack of the Marines, and just look how much damage those little Zerglings did. Terran cannot move out with this build. Now, it has some holes, it needs some fine-tuning. I think I really need to get a Spire. I'm so stubborn. I've got 1200 gas, and this isn't a completely serious game, you guys can tell. I mean, we're both trying, don't get me wrong, but we're really just testing things out, and my infestation pit is done, and now I'm getting my hive, and you can expect that I will be transitioning into ultras with this build because it makes sense. I'm getting the upgrades for it. I mean, I've got so much gas. That's the only real reason, and it's not even a good one, that I have for saving up my gas. It's because I'm going to get ultras later on. No, ultras are good, but you really need mutas. You really need something in the mid game just to do some harassment, to give you additional map control if your Lings aren't cutting it. You can't just go straight to ultras, but oh, we are seeing a drop. I don't know how I missed that. He must have gone all the way around the watchtowers, and he's going to drop on the hill. This is why you need mutas. Oh my gosh. Perfect siege right there. I don't even have any roaches to shoot him. No drop play. I'm going to lose a lot of drones here if I don't move them fast. But they have 2 armor, so, you know, at least they won't feel the entirety of the pain. You see, I am researching drop play and speed play right now. and getting an Ultralisk Cavern. My upgrades are 2-2 when my Hive hit. I'm waiting for enough resources, enough minerals to upgrade 3-3 perhaps, kind of forgetting about it. A bit hectic because of this drop. I have to wait 130 seconds in-game to even do anything about this drop. Still no Spire. Get a Spire, you dumbass. You're so stupid, Psy. But I'm getting my 3-3. And Echoic, I mentioned earlier, Echoic kind of knows what to do against this build. You really, really need to upgrade your infantry. And that's exactly what he's doing. He kind of knows the gist of the build. So he is upgrading his Marines really, really well. They're almost 2-2. I'm almost 3-3. Well, not almost, but... And this is going to really nullify, you know, the effectiveness of my Zerglings. Am I getting Adrenal Glands? I always forget about that. It's just such a rare upgrade. When you go Hive, you never really expect to... You never really do it for Zerglings. So you just kind of forget about the Adrenal Glands. Marines now busting down these rocks. And if I caught these Marines busting down the rocks a little bit sooner, I might have been able to, you know, get in their dome. But he's got a lot of Blue Flame. Another direct counter to my strategy. Damn you, Echoic. But this expansion isn't looking too hot. Ventral Stacks is almost complete. We can see some Overlords chilling up here, ready to drop onto this tank. And the tank isn't doing damage to the hatchery fast enough, so I feel like I'll be able to stop it in time. Only 4 Marines, and of course I am 2-2 compared to his 1-1. Echoic now expanding to the gold, expanding to the 4th base on the east side of the map. And here come the Zerglings, 11 Zerglings being dropped. Oh, this hatchery has, what, 4 more hits left, dropping the Zerglings. 3 more hits left, 2 more hits left. 1 more, kill the tank! No! Hatchery goes down. I had plenty of transfusions on these queens. I just decided in my mind when I was doing that drop that the hatchery won't die, it has plenty of life. And that was a big mistake. I needed to double check it. I really, really did. Continuing to eject on both of these hatcheries. Splodge, splodge. Got a hatchery here, and I had 2 hatcheries here, so I had 5 hatcheries. Normally I would just run off of 4 hatcheries probably, but because that was the gold expansion, I felt like I could afford 5, and I actually could until it died and got harassed. So I've got a nice ultra count. I want to wait till 3-3 to do anything special to him. But, you know, ultras are pretty slow, man. Marines can micro against them. They don't do tons of damage to Marines, especially when they have medevacs. So they're not going to be super, super effective. It really depends on positioning. And if I'm able to surround with my Lings, how fast my Lings die to these Hellions, because the Echoic is pushing out. I want to get a split. I want to get my Lings around the back to prevent the Marines from running, get my Ultras in the front, and also the Hellions are in the front, which is really, really good for me. The Echoic needs to bring the Hellions in the back. It doesn't even matter. The Marines just dice them up so damn fast. Ultras just tearing through the front line. Tanks going down. Marines being split fairly nicely, and the splash damage from the Ultra is proving key. 5 armor, baby. Oh, nice. Load up, though. Mutalisks, Mutalisks. You can see how strong this is, though. I mean, he had Hellions, he has upgraded Marines, and I'm doing really, really well. Tons of Ultras just stomping towards that Planetary Fortress. Meanwhile, he is dropping those picked up Marines. I'm continuing to rally Zerglings. 3-3 Ultralisk against his 2-2 Marines. They do 8 damage to the Ultras, 6 armor. They were only doing 2 damage to these Ultras. He has dropped in my main, taking out my Infestation Pit, taking out my Spawning Pool, and Mutalisk. Oh my god, I can't stress enough. I can't even spend my gas. That's how badly I need Mutalisks. I don't even have my gas at my gold, and how unusual is that for a Zerg player to not have every single geyser they are next to? Oh man. I should expand way, way sooner too. I need an expansion right away. Sending in some Lings. Okay, I'm not sending anything in to kill these Marines. I need to send something. I'm pooping creep. That's pretty fucking sweet. Well, that was a random F-bomb. I'm sorry, you guys. Fuck. Queen pooping some creep. Creep spread not the best. Echoic's gotten really good after all the times I've played me of spreading creep. Here we go. Ultra is forcing the Marines to at least evacuate. And, you know, maybe I could go Hydras. They're less gas intensive. They are extremely powerful behind Ultras. Maybe I'll try that. They don't have the upgrades though. I mean, Mutas don't have the upgrades, but that's not really what you need them for. Nah, I think Mutas would be a way better bet than Hydras. You can see I am spending a lot of gas though. 5 more Ultras. No, my Ultra Cavern has gone down. I'm trying to squeeze my Ultras in there, but these Marines are now 3-2 doing 3 damage a shot to these Ultras. That's way better than 2, that's for sure. 33% or 50% better. And look at this, he's just funneling the shit out of them. I mean, he is making these Marines so damn cost effective. Splash is not doing anything against these Marines because they have those medevacs. So these Marines that initially got slaughtered up here by a nice pincer and just better Ultra upgrades are now being so damn good just because I had no way to attack air. He's about to kill my Hive. I don't really have anything but Zerglings and Ultras. I have prevented this base. I believe I killed this expansion. I'm sorry I missed that. But he's got the high yield back up. If we check out the Harvesters, he's up by 5. I do have an Infestor. I didn't even see this Infestor pop out. But a bit of lackadaisicalness on Echoic's part leads to him not reloading those medevacs. So that was a bit unfortunate. He does lose those Marines. However, he's got some Thors. Thors pretty damn good against Ultras, man. If Ultras get close to Thors, yeah, Ultras are good. But otherwise, Thors are really good against Ultras. Am I going to notice these two guys? Oh, my hatchery lived. Cool. I should replace these geysers. They've still got a lot of gas in them. He's dropping the high yield. Man, he's just playing so well. I think that was completely separate from those other medevacs you saw earlier, too. I just want to come in and try to clean this up. Now I'm producing mutas. It's so late, though. The mutas just aren't going to do the harassment that they could do in the early to mid-game. And he's got such well-upgraded Marines. 3-3 Marines against 0-0 mutas is one of the grossest things you could ever see. These Marines are just being healed like crazy. He's just slowly advancing. Do I have any forces to try to stop this? No, I've got an Infestor down there not doing much of anything. My 5 Ultras, I missed that too. They actually just went like down here and attacked and just got slaughtered. There's 2 over here though. Fungal growth. Oh, not even a fungal growth. Infested Terrans. Infested Terrans not doing the work. But you can see where the build needs some fine tuning. Echoic handled it really, really well. He even had turrets. He was expecting muta, so I wouldn't have been able to get a ton of harassment done. But I really like it. It was really fun. You guys could see... Oh, he killed my spawning pool earlier. That was a big buzzkill too. But you guys could see earlier, I killed his planetary. I killed so many units just with 1-1 lings early on. And I had a pretty good advantage in the game. I feel like I could have expanded a bit sooner. And I had about 1,000 gas. A earlier Spire would have been great. But Echoic is going to take this game. We're just kind of talking right now. The game goes on for like 5 more minutes. But we're just talking about the strat. And I was actually streaming this game. I'm going to start streaming. I'll probably make a separate YouTube video announcement to let you guys know how to find my stream, what I'm going to stream, and when I'm going to stream, and that sort of stuff. But the game is over. We're talking. This Infestor's got a kill. He is happy with the kill, man. That's all he cares about. As long as he doesn't die, that's good. Let's just watch this guy for the last 1 minute of the game and see if he dies. I have a hatchery too, so that's pretty cool. And it looks like my Infestor will survive, so... he will survive. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully I'll get that vilePsY commentary working, and I'll let you guys know when I'm streaming, because it's lots of fun. So thank you for watching.